EliteLenny here with a message. First off, I want to thank you for grabbing the time to take a look at this. Like the video and subscribe to my channel to support me and help me make more content. I'm looking to have my channel grow too, so please go ahead and check out my Patreon and PayPal links at the description box. It'll be awesome if you become a patron, considering the trouble to getting content published these days. Though if you wish to, you can donate to help a guy out in this messy atmosphere of ours. Don't forget to also check out my streaming page on Twitch, where I showcase mostly gaming streams, though I may also put some chat streams in the equation. Without further ado, let's get to it, and let's have a good one. Hello, this is EliteLenny reporting for duty, and oh, I just forgot my logo. Let me see. Oh, actually it's right here. Thank God the logo is actually there. Hey, so this time it's going to be a bit of a different video. It's actually going to be a live essay. A live essay and opinion and rant on, well, there's one game that I've been usually promoting, which others don't usually play. That's called Tom Clancy's Endwar. Now, I've been promoting that for a lot on my EliteLenny Plays Games as of the time that this video is posted. But I halted uploading on my EliteLenny Plays Games because I got some policy changes I need to make. But I will still continue covering that as long as I stream on Twitch. Now, the problem with the promotion of the game is that even by then there were already problems of it getting off the ground because of sales figures. But is that the only reason there is? I am looking at files. Well, not exactly files, but I am just looking at evidence of how far Endwar has gone. And it started with blogs. It started with blogs and forums, but I couldn't find that many blogs. Here I found from forums.ubisoft. They have the big press release on sales and no mention of Endwar except to note that the PC version releases this spring. You see, it was released on console in 2008. In different months: America, Canada, and the European Union. Now, the PC version was released in 2009, as at the time of that post, pretty much. Now, the problem is sales wasn't enough, as said here, clearly, so yeah. However, hold on, let me get back to you. Okay, let me just read the pronunciation.
Yves Guillemot.
Huh?
Yves Guillemot. Yves Guillemot.
Yves Guillemot?
Yves Guillemot. Yves Guillemot.
Yves Guillemot is French. Okay, fine. So, Yves Guillemot was the president and CEO, well, pretty much, of Ubisoft. But let's see how far actually. You can search for Endwar in mobygames.com. He was president in 2009. He started being around in Ubisoft. Well, of course, well, not exactly as president, but he started as actual president and CEO during Rayman 2: The Great Escape. Now he has switched positions with others, if I'm correct. So pretty much, his role as CEO and president has been continuous ever since 2002. He had taken different positions depending on the games themselves. Now okay. First, Tom Clancy's. Let's see. I am definitely curious of this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, the very first one that he was involved in was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, followed by Rainbow Six Rogue Spear a year later. Then Island Thunder, Desert Siege, those are downloadable, those are expansion packs. Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six 3 Raven Shield, Pandora Tomorrow, Rainbow Six 3, Ghost Recon Jungle Storm, Ghost Recon 2, 2007 First Contact. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Rainbow Six Lockdown, Rainbow Six 3 Ryan Wrath, Splinter Cell Essentials, Double Agent again, Vegas, Lockdown, Advanced Warfighter, Advanced Warfighter 2, Rainbow Six Vegas, Tom Clancy's Endwar, He was CEO and president for a lot of Switches for that long. Endwar was published in 2008. So pretty much that's where we are with him, of course. Now, as to what is said, he quoted as, however, as some of our games did not meet the required quality levels to achieve their full potential, they need more sales promotions than anticipated. Pretty much there is no promotion. There have been far less promotions when it comes to this game, because even if there were updates on sites, as I have actually researched on the Wayback Machine right here, and okay, let me try to Clancy's example. This is the Wayback Machine, the Internet Archive that has been around since the early 2000s, the mid 2000s, if I'm correct. All right. Here we go. Anything that's related to any of the terms that you search would actually be captured here. Now, the thing is, every time I go to endwargame.us.ub.com, well, fine, there is something to actually see, but in 2007 and 2008, there's not much to see. There are titles as to what topics there are when it comes to the development, of course. Wait a minute. Go back here. There's something I need to make sure. Open tab, my friend. Open tab. See, the Wayback Machine is really showing me that much. Stand by. Alright, so pretty much nothing much is said. PlayStation and PlayStation 3. These are just links right here. But if I'm correct, none of those links are recorded, which is actually sad. Pretty much none of the links attached to this page are recorded in the Wayback Machine. See esrb.org, Ratings Guide. Yeah, pretty much. That's the problem. It kind of gets us to a point in which we cannot even access some of their files, because some of their files are private and in a dedicated server. And if they're in dedicated servers, they cannot be accessed by just anyone. So, they kept a tight development on the game. They kept it mostly hush-hush. I do not know why. They could at least try to lighten up the restrictions on how this game should be, based on the nature, and probably because of the story around on the actual story on the books itself. But there should have been so much more to bring out so much into this game. It's a role-playing. It's a real-time strategy game for all the obvious reasons. It helps make you think. It helps you think. It keeps you on your toes, and at the same time, it helps you. It helps you decide on. It helps you decide on things that require your attention, and at the same time, all those decisions depend on the scenarios that you're faced. So pretty much, it's a game that I kind of like. That I kind of like. I started playing this years ago, so pretty much I'm disappointed when I heard that it's only the sales figures that actually made this game crash. So 2008 and 2009 was a different time, because so many games are being promoted. Tom Clancy's Endwar was only being promoted on sites, but there's not much talk of it on E3. Oh yeah, I forgot about E3. Let's see if they got videos of them. Hold on. Give me a moment. We are actually lucky there actually is. I did not search for this in YouTube. I did not know that this was available in YouTube, but I want us to check on this. Let's watch it.
All right, we are back. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us. With voice activation software, obviously you want audio. Voice activation software, obviously you want audio. I want to see this go down. Right into it, and I want to see this go down.
Attack Hostile 5. Unit 7, Attack Hostile 5. Unit 8, Camera. Unit 8, Camera. Unit 8, Attack Hostile 5. Unit 8, Attack Hostile 5.
So Julian, what's going on here?
So,
Julian, what's going on?
Michael's got 12 units on the battlefield. 12 units on the battlefield, the position that he's at now, but he's trying to position that he's at now, but he's trying to push to the other, to the uplinks. So if you look at the needle there, so if you look at the needle there, there's an uplink right in front, as well as the other.
I see. So they've actually shown it on E3. E3 is a gaming show. If I'm correct, it's a gaming showcase organization. I haven't actually. I don't want to expand it on it too much, but they definitely showcase games that are going to be available on the market later on. So this is 2008. It will be, yeah. So definitely the Xbox and PS3 and PlayStation versions are being shown first because they're the ones that are first readily available before the PC version actually came out in 2009. So yeah.
Links to be able to capture this territory, to be able to the Russians. Capture this territory for the Russians. Firepower at his disposal. He's got to at his disposal. He's got
Task Group 1 attack hostile 6. Task Group 1 attack hostile 6. Calling all tanks create group. Calling all tanks create group. Task Group 2 attack hostile 6. Task Group 2 attack hostile 6.
All right, so that's a great
Unit
thing,
3 camera.
All right, so that's
Background
a great
Unit 3
Okay,
camera.
create
Background
group.
noise.
Now I know what I was missing before because I can create group using the keyboard and yeah, okay. But I can actually do things faster with the keyboard at this time. But it's okay. It's okay.
How is that going to affect this?
Create group.
How is that going to affect this?
I should have explored. I should have explored the voice activated options more.
It's actually the volume of the game dips down every time the game press the voice command button, which works like the voice command button, which works like a walkie-talkie.
Unit 1 camera. Unit 1 camera.
Giovanni, are you going to be able to get any special support groups like bombs or things like absolutely. So we have a whole absolutely. So we have a whole feature where you're going to be able to invest money, where you're going to be able to invest money that will unlock your different abilities, that will unlock different abilities. So you'll have airstrikes, so you'll have airstrikes and force recon warfare, and force recon
these guys are going to upgrade that, and that'll give me access to airstrikes. But I can also get electronics to airstrikes. But I can also get electronic warfare.
That's correct. That's the good thing. That's the good thing about Endwar right now, definitely. And I have been playing this plenty on YouTube. I've been plenty on YouTube a lot. Oh yeah.
Legends in the game is given.
I've even been
Legends in the game is given.
The story in the game, which was actually based on the books, but it's an atmosphere and the story of the game is actually much more. It's a different take because the player is given a chance to actually give an ending to a certain section of the game. Theater of War and World War III, those two.
Given by third echelon.
Airstrike hostile
third
8.
echelon.
Airstrike hostile 8.
Is that is featured in the game. The intelligence featured in the game is given by the
third echelon. Exactly. Third echelon. If I'm correct, it's Splinter Cell. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I lost my coffee.
Style 8. So because I'd upgraded that strategic point earlier, so that lets me call the strike fighters earlier, so that lets me call the strike fighters on, so now I can get an airstrike through the jets.
Smash strike action.
There's the jets through those guys.
We can actually see them. They're using cover and stuff as well. They're using cover and stuff as well.
Even damage the building. Even damage the building game are destructible. All of the buildings in the game are destructible.
We're doing pretty well here. Unit 5 doing pretty well here. Unit 5.
What sort of environments are we going to see in the game?
So it's based on the Atlantic Theatre of War. So you have Atlantic Theatre of War from New York to Cape Canaveral, from New York to Cape Canaveral.
So this is the E3 presentation. Hold on, let's get back to the.
No.
Oh, we're going to come out with a demo. Oh, we're going to come out end of the year, just
Mm-hmm.
before the release of the game. End of the year, just before the release of the game in October. The chance for even you to have the chance for even you to have your hand try voice command. Just make sure that it works. Voice command. And I make sure that it works for you.
All right, I'm going to check. I'm going to take that challenge. All right, I'm going to check. From what I've seen so far, it looks great. And thank you guys for showing up. Great. And thank you guys for showing up.
A very solid product. They had a very solid product, and it was shown accordingly in E3. And when it was demonstrated in front of journalists, it actually stunned. It actually stunned them. However, like I said, promotion was not enough. Because of that, it actually fell behind. It fell behind so much that its reputation fell. It became it became a much it's mellow subject, how war changes through time. Endwar pretty much expands on that idea, but of course when it comes to the idea itself of how war changes through time, it's kind of there may have been a contributing reason as to why people don't like the game, even if it is promoted enough. The reason for promoting it has to be there as well. You got to talk about the ideology as to how the world sinks into war after a very, very long time. So pretty much it goes back to that mentality of hating another continent's guts, another continent's inhabitants, the guts of the guts of the inhabitants of another continent entirely. Hating their guts makes it actually look bad, so it spreads hate, so advertisers need to tone it down, they need to change the message of Endwar, until it comes to a point that the advertising would not be effective. Pretty much, that's how sales died down, promotions had died down ever since 2009, and at the succeeding years, it eventually failed. However, Endwar Online, a turn-based strategy that's actually based on the browser, was launched in 2013, but that also failed. Pretty much, it is not a casual thing to actually talk about, but the actual game itself, it's actually something that actually needs to be given more notice. I mean, seriously, I'll show you guys some of my gameplay, really. So let me tell you, it is a completely different time back. Okay, let me just get the volume down for a bit so that I can talk. It is a completely different time back then when it was released on PC. Definitely looking casual and all that stuff. However, when it was being promoted, the thought of war actually being the center of a game. Well, there's actually pretty much a lot more FPS games than usual. So pretty much they've had enough of war. They don't need a grander scale of it. They actually got the Red Alert series. So wait a minute, Red Alert? Seriously? Do I actually have to put Red Alert in the subject? But this is what I'm just saying. Tom Clancy's Endwar gives you a perspective of a commander commanding a brigade's forces, and then using them to attack another brigade's forces to defend a certain territory, or attack to take territory. That's how it is. You can even do raids based on the situation. Now, the very highlights of the game would actually be World War III. Hold on. Okay. The very highlights of the game would actually be World War III and quick matches. However, Theater of War was supposed to be revolutionary. It was supposed to be online. Supposed to link commanders together so that they can actually fight in teams. They can fight in teams. They can fight in solos or partners, if I'm correct. Yeah. And then they would actually go head to head against other players as well. That's how the Theater of War works. However, what I'm playing here is completely single player, completely against artificial intelligence. The computer is definitely my enemy here, and definitely the only ones that are actually making sense of how I do strategy at the moment only. It's pretty much a missed out experience. I don't know that much of Endwar when it comes to the online aspects. So pretty much this is the only thing that you'll be able to get at this point. But I will very much say this honestly. There is a point in which Tom Clancy's Endwar could have revolutionized real-time strategy games. I mean, the only military shooters that are also strategy games are, let's see. If I'm oh yeah, something that's named Black Hole or something. If I'm, what's the name of the game? Hold on. Give me a moment. Now, I remember Advance Wars. Pretty much, they're actually a classic example of a game in NDS. But did you know that there is a title called Endwar that was also released for the DS? Pretty much, people have been looking for rare physical copies of this when you can actually download them in ROM to test play them, but there is simply nothing else physical that is actually left of the same title. I mean, this guy, Mark the Martian, actually on YouTube, actually found the last copy in his hometown. Hold on, where exactly did he find this? I really don't know, but if that is the very last copy that he has in his own town,
It was nice.
it would be
nice
amazing. It would have been amazing. No one else would have actually been able to get it except him. He's the only one who's.
It's a strategy,
Wow.
tactical, where you move on a grid system.
Except this one is turn-based. That's understandable. It's a turn-based strategy game on the DS.
This is just the first level. So this is like the intro, probably showing you how to do it.
It's like Advance Wars. Do you know how to actually work? If it's a turn-based game, definitely it's like Advance Wars. I mean, let me just show you the comparison. There's that. I can tell you.
Looks like it's telling me to go there. It's telling me to go
move and attack pretty much. But let me just show you the comparison. So I'm going to be showing you some examples, like on Mags. Mags is another YouTuber, so definitely subscribe on to his channel, definitely when you get the time. So let's watch some gameplay here. You will see how there is comparison between Advance Wars and Endwar. Basically, Endwar was just copying, I'm not sure if they're copying straight from Advance Wars, but heck, they actually get the same the two games have the same concept. Turn-based military.
So we'll see if I can get through here. I have a pretty strong army. And if he kills a lot of my units, I'll probably have samurai spirits. Maybe. At least I'll have more. Get samurai spirits. Yeah, I'm gonna get samurai spirits. That's a big mistake.
Pretty much. Pretty much that is how it works. So pretty much turn-based, you can go against another player, you can go against another AI, you can go against AI, so pretty much that's how it is in Advanced Wars. Either the first one or actually there are a number of entries in Advanced Wars. 1, 2, I think there's the third, I'm not sure. But anyways, just saying there are very big comparisons in between these games. The grid system is definitely to be noted here, since it's a turn-based strategy. But what I'm talking about is the final game, is the actual game that's actually released on PC. The actual game that was released on PC that actually made the highlight of the title. That is what made the highlight. This is what made the highlight in the same name. But these days, no one talks about it, especially on Twitch. Do you know how disappointing it is that I am the only guy who actually gets to promote the same game that actually fell on sales, all because of an ideology that cannot be expressed in advertising? Cut the ethics, keep advertising it, regardless of the idea of Endwar. For Pete's sake! I mean, seriously, it's battered into nothing today. It's 2022. I mean, you gotta be honest. You have got to be honest with yourself when it comes to Tom Clancy's Endwar. I mean, this is, well, okay. There are at least some dedicated streamers who are at least trying to promote this. There is a max of 76 views on this one on Denzel Jones. I think I have to follow these streamers definitely. making sure that they get some support. They get a lot of support. I want them to get some support, especially at these times when Endwar is losing its, well, it is losing its popularity. Well, actually, it's losing its fame. It's actually losing its fame for a lot of the time, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be following these streamers. Give me a moment. So I've already followed them. Hold on. There's one more. I do this. Let's see this one. See how this actually works. Let's see. Hey, you got a nice wallpaper here. Let me see. Battlefield 2042. Really? Hold on. You actually... Oh, wow, you actually did... Wow, you actually did play this. Oh, wow, now I am very... Now I am very, 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 very envious about him. He's got a lot of coverage on different games that... Okay. Wow, I do not know how to actually beat that. Anyway, Tom Clancy's Endwar. Pretty much... Hey! Adolis actually did stream this. That's cool. I want to see this one. I want to see this. Definitely gonna definitely gonna make sure that I keep an eye on them more. These guys are actually streaming retro games. Well, actually, Idolius is giving much more time for retro games, and the others are actually, well, they're actually a good bunch. I want to see if they're actually good. All the more same, but hey, at least there's some. But still, Tom Clancy's Endwar has a very, very small opening. There's not that much exposure on Tom Clancy's Endwar and anything that's related to the Tom Clancy novel. Well, not exactly to the Tom Clancy Endwar novel, but please, if you have the time, please promote this name. You have got to promote this, please, so that all of us who are playing Endwar and real strategy games like this can actually see that there is an importance to fast thinking and at the same time thinking when it comes to different scenarios in a game. So pretty much, we're not all just into turn-based strategy. We're into real-time strategy, and I think Endwar tops it in my list in the RTS genre. Why? Because it's military, and I'm pretty much a war nut. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now, I am definitely a war nut. Oh, and by the way, quick reminder. Hey, fellow elites, listen closely. I know you got goals, I got goals too, so I need your help. Definitely. EliteLenny is planning to grow itself with the help of an ever-expanding community. My Facebook page is linked at the description boxes of my respective channels, as well as my main YouTube channel and Twitch streaming page. At YouTube, I have yet to reach 1,000 subscribers, so help me on with this and we'll be partying like there is no tomorrow. Then, it's back to work. At Twitch, I have a very long way to go. Help me on with raising my presence, and I'll be interacting with you more and more as I continue to move past my social awkwardness. Yeah, I got that, but I'm doing all I can to improve for the better. And at Patreon, I'm offering to give exclusive content for patrons who want to see some more raw content that the public doesn't always get to see. My personal life and my motivations. And some exclusive, supposedly unarchived content which can be accessed behind a paywall. I know, but someone still has to earn their bucks and keep themselves afloat these days. Finally, let's have some fun on the streams. Keep me talking and keep the community talking more about future activities we may do and improve on what we are doing right now. That's all from me, and I hope we get to be together more as I publish more videos and streams. Cheers. Right, with that said, I was actually looking if there were available clips in the same game, and I am actually disappointed there aren't any. Oh, really too bad. Oh, I gotta check if I get sounds. Hold on. Oh, okay. It's actually good. So there are no clips, meaning people who are just passing by the game really don't have any idea how to actually react to that, and very much war is like a generic subject. Too generic that it's actually not that interesting. But come on, give it a little bit of a gas for the audience. Any of the audiences for any RTS game, please give Tom Clancy's Endwar some gas. It will really jumpstart it will really jumpstart the popularity of the game. It will definitely help the Tom Clancy brand. It will definitely help the book. It will definitely give RTS games a much more significant increase in popularity. Yeah, pretty much just end war right now. So pretty much that's it. That's my opinion. That's my rant. That's my bit of shallow research when it comes to end war. I do not want to accept that Endwar was actually defeated only by low sales figures and less advertising. All because of ideology behind the advertising that prevents Endwar to achieve its full potential. Come on. Give it some more gas. People have problems giving it more gas because the ethics and ideology should not actually be violated. But please, when you have a game, go overboard and bring out the best product you can, like what the audience expects. Please, do that. Screw the investors. Screw what they think. They like they should get some high quality products. Screw the AAA companies. We should get high quality products. We are the gamers. We're supposed to get what we should get. We're supposed to get what we're supposed to get. Our money's worth. So screw you, Ubisoft, and what's the other one? Yeah, screw you, EA, and screw you, Bethesda Softworks, especially you, Todd Howard. So pretty much every AAA company that keeps rushing out these games, give us more quality. Give the gamers more quality in the game instead of giving us crap like Battlefield 2042 and Fallout 76. Give us something way better that we actually love. And for Pete's sake, stop profiting off the mistakes that you've made. Because it's just not helping your reputation. Please. Don't take us for fools. Bring out the best in the games that you... Bring out the best in the games that you're actually giving to the fans. And learn from your past. I mean, seriously, these days, 2022, AAA companies don't learn from their mistakes. They really don't. They profit, yeah, but they turn away a lot of their fans in the process. That's really not good. That said, I wanted to end it here. But of course, before the end of it, you should definitely go like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow my Twitch. Please check out my Patreon. Please be a patron and try to give me a motivation and some suggestions as to what content that I should actually post more. At this time, it's gaming and Arma 3, and pretty much I'm gonna be putting some blog posts thanks to my rant that I actually did just now. And wow, that felt good. Definitely will be doing this again, just to try and promote a game. Congratulations, Ubisoft Shanghai. You got a very admiring fan right now. So until the next video, this is EliteLenny signing out. Cheers to you, elites, and good day or good night or whatever time it is. I will see you on the next one.